Hello and welcome to Let's Play Endless Space 2. I'm Proton and this is episode 27 of my fourth Let's Play series. We're picking up where we left off, turn 118. We're playing Lumeris, standard faction, on endless difficulty, endless duration game on the largest size galaxy allowed, and this one is an ovoid. This is a very pivotal time for our empire. We are on the cusp of an election that will have immense, staggering impact on us. We are seeing a rise in industrial support within that industrialist party. If we can get the industrialists to be one of the leading political parties, it'll be a game changer. That's literally an understatement, because it'll allow us to pass the industrialist laws. And New Colony will let us get a bonus whenever we capture or colonize a system. And as long as we keep taking more systems, we keep getting that bonus. It only lasts 10 turns, but you get a new bonus every time that you get a new system. And so you can just keep rolling. And as long as your momentum is increasing and you keep getting more systems and the rate at which you're getting more systems, it's kind of like a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme, where as long as it keeps going, it works. It only stops working when you stop expanding. So by doing that, that will allow us to accelerate our expansion. We also will get pay it forward, which boosts our approval. This is giving us extra approval, and then this allows us to capitalize off of it. The mineral misers, we're not established yet, but if they get represented in the election, it will probably be enough increase that we will probably be established if they get represented on this one, in which case we would also have this opportunity. We could potentially run this law as well. So all very, very good. We won't be able to have enough for entrenched or potent, certainly not this election. But the election that happens at turn 120 is going to last for 40 turns, man. And we should be completely dominating the galaxy at that point. 40 turns from now, if we have industrialists in power, I fully expect we will have taken the Riftborn either completely out of this area here, these two constellations, or more, potentially. We will roll on them hard. So that's the hope, man. That's the hope. It seems to be picking. The industrialist faction seems to be picking up because of all of these that are being built. Those increase industrialist political impact, and we're building a whole bunch of them all over the place. So hopefully knocking those out in the next turn or two will bring that industrialist faction up even more to where we're represented. They'll be represented in the next election after turn 120. I also want to pass a religious law while we have that opportunity, while they are temporarily represented. I hopefully temporarily represented, because it will be a step towards, where is it? This over here. So right now we've passed laws from pacifist, industrialist, and scientist factions or parties. And we still need to pass one from religion, so I can do that next turn. And then the remaining two are ecologist and militarist. So we'll see how that plays out. If we can get it, that'd be great, right? Lowers our law upkeep costs. So we'll make the attempt at it. Um, Apparently, we're in second place. So somebody else has already passed laws from four different or five different. I don't know. And they haven't won, but they're ahead of us. So there's also that's happening. So I went ahead. I off camera. Uh, I'd moved ships and updated build queues and systems and stuff like that. Moved populations around. So we have right now just enough people. We need 20 to maintain these industrial bonuses. But yeah, now that we're a democracy, you would think that now that we have over 80 population that are all industrialists, that industrialists would also have more representation. I mean, there's, it's a 2-to-1 ratio of pacifists to industrialists, but still, you know, we've got two religious. How is it that religious is represented here more strongly than industrialists? So hopefully the next election we'll get the industrialists in power, and that'll be huge, absolutely amazing. That will change the game. I mean, obviously, if industrialists don't make it in the next election, the it won't be the end of the world. We'll just continue on. It'll just be at a slower pace. If industrialists get it and get represented, then that's going to speed things up by a lot. Yeah, Riftborn declared war on me last turn or last recording. So we are. I think we should probably start putting some pressure on them. I think we should go ahead and try to lean on them a little bit. Or how much of these fleets is energy? Not very much there. Excuse me, that one has more. That would be interesting to put all of our kinetic fleet. See, this would be a spot to camp out with a whole bunch of kinetic ships. So what happens if I take out all of the energy ships here? So I would need 7 kinetic ships. Well, that's 5 right there. Okay, that's doable. There's a very, very low amount of energy in that fleet. It's not a very strong fleet. $53. Let's do that just to put a presence there, just to kind of interfere. Wow. They only had 90 defense there. Phew, I might invade over there before long. This one should be really strong, though. They've had this one a long time. Yeah, Rift 4 had problems with manpower. That's definitely a thing. So since they've declared war, let's go ahead and, yeah, let's do that. Let's put some pressure on them. And then since they declared war, we're going to go ahead and develop this tech that's going to give us the ability to siege more aggressively. We're going to do it, man. We're going to bring it to them now. They picked the fight. We're going to bring it to them. All right. I think we're ready. Let's see. We have one fleet movement left. I guess he can hang out. These guys will probably, since they're about done exploring over here, I guess there's a little bit here. Let's have him go this way. He can go this way as well. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so let's proceed to 119. 119, I'm going to need to pass a religious law just to check that box off. And that's going to change everything that hasn't grown yet. That's a non-Lumeris. The growth will all switch to Lumeris. He's running away with his fleet. That's the best he could manage, and that wasn't good enough. He moved his fleets away and then declared war. I think, is that how it went? I don't remember exactly. I think that's how it went. Really kind of chicken shit kind of way of picking a fight. So wait, you're declaring war and retreating at the same time. It's like, although he did attack over here at CA, and we completely wiped out that fleet, and that fleet had a leader in it. So now that leader is wounded. So that was pretty cool. Okay, Neutron Star is owned. That's here. Extra influence and science for these guys. Okay, cool. We can design some ships. How's that looking? Yeah, that industrialist faction is increasing. Rival outpost. Phaeton. And that's why I was grabbing the high industry planets first, although that wasn't an option here. Okay. Cool, he's going to help me colonize. I'm going to beat him to it on that one. That doesn't look like he's going to win that race. let's pass the law before I forget. So right now we have some non-Lumeris minor races growing. And we're going to I don't want to drop that law, but I kind of am going to totally drop that law temporarily so I can pass the religious law for one turn. Okay, so now that should count as 4 laws in the direction of this. Okay, so now we're tied for first because we were behind. We were in second place. We were rank 2 when we had 3 out of 6, but now that we have 4 out of 6, we're rank 1, which must mean that we're tied for first place. The game does that all the time where nobody's made any progress. Everybody's in first place. You see that here, like for wonders. Nobody's built any wonders, right? I have 0 out of 5 built, and I'm in first place, right? Score, I'm in first place. I guess I am in first place, but anyway, if there's no progress and you're tied for first, it calls, or last, it just says you're in first. So anyway, okay, so we passed that law. So now, if we look at our systems, it's all Lumeris all the time. And anybody who's gained or lost is going to be Lumeris. Okay. So that's cool. That checks that box. All right. And we'll have to figure out the populations. Expanded mines. Ooh, gotta upgrade that dude. Upgrade. That new design is really good, man. Yeah, that new design. So we swapped out one of these lasers for another gun. So it's 2 guns, 2 lasers. And then we added another shield. Or no, we had 2 shields and 1 armor, I think it was. We made it where we have 2 armor and 2 shields. And we stripped out the energy booster. Energy damage booster is, I guess it was one of these. Or one of these. I think it was one of these. Anyway, so our total damage went down a little bit, but our amount of defense went way up. And it just made these guys way tougher. Initially, Riftburn were leaning more towards energy, but now they're going like really heavy on torpedoes. So I needed the extra point defense by adding another gun and adding it was armor, adding another armor module. So it was to counter them, and it was really effective in the fight that we had against their fleet. Okay, so let's go ahead and design the invader ship. So looking at invader ships, what we need is it's going to be about the siege modules. So I have an option of doing 3 siege modules, but I'm actually going to I'm going to have 1 support module for manpower. This raises the amount of troops you can land. So lately I've been putting 1 of those on those. So you could use an attacker class, but you won't even be able to put an engine in there. So like if you put an engine in here, you've only got room for 1 and 1. So that's not great, right? It's like, can we do better than that? And the scouts, when I play Lumeris, I usually play do it with a scout as my invaders. But here, the scout only has 2 modules. So that doesn't work. That's even worse. It looks like it's the defender type ship, the protector, guardian ship, actually has the best number of slots. It's 5. So if I go with that and go with that, then I can go 3 siege modules, 1 invasion module, and then I can just put on some guns. That'll work, right? Yeah. Some armor, a little gun, a little bit of defensive shielding that lowers we could even go with this shield. Save 1 Hyperion module. It still lowers the critical hit damage in half. But we don't really plan on having these ships fight, so we don't need to have them. They don't have to be tip top. That looks pretty good. That'll work. So now we're going to need some siege ships. Going to need to queue those up. I don't really know exactly how many I need. Should I make 3 turns worth? I think I'll maybe just make 3 turns worth, just not really that many. Okay, that's everybody. Yeah, he's not going to win that race, doesn't look like. And he's not going to win that race either. That's what I want to see, is us colonizing before his outpost disappears, so I get a free extra planet. And those two contested systems are right here. Okay, any changes over here? Nope, that's all fine. That's all fine. Yep, all good. Okay, so let's move any population. Let's see, so BB is maxed out, so we need to do something about that one. Otherwise, everybody's growing. So BB needs to send some populations somewhere. Where is it going to be? BC is about full. BD has room. BA, so okay, so we'll just send it to BD. It's close. Okay, that works. All right, we're not going to be using the kinetic enhancer right now. We are using the titanium slugs, and we did start construction on those ships. And we're not using the swarm missiles right now. And now we're back to working on cultural and verdicts. And that'll be done in what, 4 turns? 3 turns? 3 turns. Cool. Science is at 95.30 per turn. Pretty good. I mean, obviously, it'd be nicer if it was 50,000 or 100,000 or something like that, but we are making progress, getting better all the time. Okay, that dude can totally go here, and let's see what we get. That's a 4, that's a 4, that's a 4, that's a 4. Oh, that's a 1, okay. We'll do the 1 first. Wow. It's a juicy system, man. Ratio, we're probably digging it. Drift buds. Nice. Well, that kind of puts it on the map for me. We'll see, though. We'll see what happens. Oh, wait, what do we have here? 3 Epistus population. Interesting. I'm trying to remember, but I think Epistus might be industrial. Ah, well, I'm sure they have more. Okay, let's just jump through the remaining ships. See if there's anything interesting. Yeah, there's something that's fun. Let's see, my battle tactics. I do not think I have the one where you can attack them repeatedly. Full reserves. Nope, I don't. Let's see, what's his... He has 127. And it's energy, right? So I really only need to hit him with enough to make him retreat. That's enough. That's more than enough. Power to shields. Long range. Yep. He'll run. Okay, anything else interesting? No fighting there. Excuse me. Just moving ships. Oh, that'll be a fight. Yeah. Ha 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 ha. Let's do this. He'll run. I'm sure he'll run. And then we're going to catch him, and then that's going to be the end of him. That'll be the end of that. Scout. That exploration ship is going to be toast next turn. Okay, let's explore here. See, he has expedition power. What? Three. We have 4. Okay, what else is going on here? Still waiting on a hero. None in the marketplace. 46% along to our next one. Okay, that looks like all of the more or less interesting. Ooh. He's going back to energy. Look. He's going back to energy now. He's changing off torpedoes and going back to energy. Ha! Adding that gun and the extra armor on the destroyers made the difference. He's pivoting back to energy now. All right. Let's do this exploration. All right. Let's see if we can get out of here alive. trying to make an escape with these scouts. We've scouted everything back here now. Okay. I guess what we'll do, we'll go ahead and we'll just wrap up this turn. We'll click over to next turn, and we'll see. We'll see if there's anything interesting that pops up that we need to look at, and if not, then we'll wrap the recording there. I kind of want to keep this one from running too long today. I've got a lot going on. Life's been really busy, so I haven't been able to like sit down and like focus or play, play this. I wanted to, but there hasn't been time. I've had just too much going on, so it's had to wait. So it's going to be a very busy month for me, in a good way, in a very good way. A lot of cool stuff happening. So, okay, these guys here, they're heading this away. I'm thinking about maybe sending them up here, but there's only, what, 2 left to get? Yeah, there are only 2 left, so it's not really worth it. Then there's more up there and there and there. But I have these guys coming this way for those. Now these dudes coming across here, hopefully, from over here. These guys should hopefully come across over here and help with these. So I guess maybe just had them. Is there anything over here to get? I don't see anything. So if they were going here, it'd be probably more like going here. And either way, that would mean we're going here. Which means we're going here. Okay. Ooh, there we go. 29. That's pretty weak. Let's do it, man. That must have been like a really early ship. He's gonna run. Okay, he's gonna finish him off. Sure, we'll watch it. We'll watch it fast. We'll run it fast. is pretty cool. You can do this whole thing where you when we go to free camera, and you can like fly around and explore the whole academy area. Check this out, you know. It's pretty cool how detailed this stuff is. Anyway, roads and stuff. Pretty cool little hangars and stuff. Pretty neat, man. Yeah, barely a scratch. And then they repaired, right? Yeah, I chose repair and recover, so 30% repair. Barely a scratch. Yeah, that dude's toast. That dude will wait till next turn. Those dudes can hang out. That dude can head down this way. All right. Next turn. This election is going to be huge, man. It's going to be amazing. It's either going to be amazing or definitely not amazing. One or the other. All right, let's see if anything interesting happens here. The Quantitative Society. Oh, they're going to propose alliance? Yeah, I don't really want an alliance. Okay, Riled Research has come to an end. I don't know, man. When you do an alliance, man, you can get dragged into wars. You can mess up your peace that you have going. Like, peace is good. Alliances, for me, not so much. Let's see what he's 14. He's got some good choices out there. I'll have to ponder a little bit. That one looks like it could be interesting. since I have a trade route there. That's my capital. So, whoo, we got some ships coming out now. Yeah, that's right, boys. We're going to war. Dude, we could invade now. All right. Well, that'll be things to ponder. I'll ponder some stuff off camera, kind of get things planned out. Um, let me explore. Let me explore this real quick. Let me run through my exploration ships. We'll do the probing real quick. Coming across a lot of protospores too in that system. Wow, that's a crazy system right there. 2 protospores and a dust drift buds. Drift buds. Yeah, I'll have to take another look. If there are enough resources in reach, I might change up what I decide to do at this final level. Ooh, I'm pushing it. I'm gonna have to sell some more of this. Definitely gonna need to sell some more of that. Let's do it now before I forget again. Because I will totally forget it. There we go. And it does pile up a bunch in the in the market, and they're super cheap in the market, right? So, apparently you can go over 1,000. And by piling them up there, then it's kind of like a bank where I can go back and buy them again for super cheap if I need them later, I guess. But yeah, I may, depending on what the availability of resources is going to be, I might change the way I do my final system upgrade. We'll see. Jump around here and see. Okay, there's one. Yeah, let's do this. This guy, we don't even need to watch that fight. That one is. We already know how that one's going to turn out. They'll be wiped out. 100%. Repair and recover, so they will be undamaged at the end of that fight. Yeah, that was a short. That was a really short fight. Okay. Okay, looks like we're cycling back through the same ships again now. Not seeing any that need to colonize. Not colonize. There aren't any that have this expedition lit up. So just clicking through these rapidly, I'm seeing that we don't have any more curiosities to explore on this turn, looks like. Yeah, we're just cycling back through. Okay, so at this point we have how many? 617 curiosities explored. That's bananas. Wow. Our economy, we are at 151,000 of the 7 million that we need to accumulate or have created, I guess. Not really accumulate. You can spend it. You just have to have generated it. All right, and here's our systems. We have lots of outposts going. We have a competition for these two here at Phaeton and Staterus, maybe. Calling to Lawson 2. I think I want to move a little bit of this fleet out of here. It's too much. What I don't want is I don't want this to be lost before I get the system. So I think I want to move some over here. Okay, how's that change things? Ooh, Lawson 2. That's no good. How about if we do this? Oh, that's no good. Let's pull him back here. Now how's it look? There we go. And if we do that, there we go. That works. Colony 545, colony 2. Perfect. Okay. So these are locked down. So any incoming fleets of food, basically, or whatever, which I guess they don't do that, do they? I was gonna say if they did, they would be blocked. But I guess they don't do that, do they? They use resources to boost the industry of the outpost. So anyway, that's fine. That's at a good lockdown rate. We'll be able to get an additional when these colonize turn into colonies. They will have 2 instead of just 1. So that'll be great. 2 for 1, baby. What's not to like about that? Okay, let's look at this. Cabal of Scientists. I'm not going to read it to you. You can read it if you want to. I could choose this or choose this. This one increases religious political ideology. This increases science's political ideology. Plus science and minus influence, or plus influence and minus science. Well, I'm definitely going to choose the science. And we need to change this law before I forget. I might go Super Tax Act. Because, dude, we are totally crazy on approval. Try that. Yep, it works. It's good enough. Puts a little stress on, gives us a chance to see where we need to do a little more work on our approval. That'll be fine. I'll fiddle around with that off screen. So we're now at yeah, we're definitely on that achievement. We're at 4 out of 6. That's cool, man. So I'll do a little more fiddling around with stuff off camera. And when we come back, We'll go from turn 120 through the election, the fateful election. How are we looking here? Hoo-wee, that is tight. That is tight, man. Seems to be kind of leveling off. Still rising, but leveling off a little bit. We very well could get ecologists in here. If we end up with ecologists, I mean, he gives us a chance to pass an ecology law. You can see the militarists are starting to rise. They've been rock bottom the whole time. But now that we're at war, right, and we're getting attacked and we're attacking and we're building military fleet, that military faction is going to be rising. So I see the potential after the turn 160 elections where military might be in power and could pass that last law. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. It's not really that big of a deal because we have a lot of influence, so it's not really a big deal. But yeah, I guess that's most of the action I would say for this turn. I'm not gonna accept this alliance. That's a lot of titanium, bro. That's a lot of titanium, but I don't think that's gonna happen, man. I don't see that happening. So anyway, it's cool. It's looking good, man. It's next turn, man. That election's gonna be huge. So till next time, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, make suggestions. I will read them all, and I try to respond to all. I respond to most anyway. Yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks again for watching, folks.